There are a lot of people asking these questions, and not only people asking in English, but also Portuguese speakers. That I finished my Duolingo and what to do after that. And first of all, to answer these questions, you must understand what they mean by finished Duolingo. Some people call finished Duolingo when they complete all the Duolingo trees. So they call it, they say that they finish it, the tree of Duolingo, so they finish Duolingo. Yeah, it's a good idea to finish Duolingo. Who achieves that goal? It's, yeah, I think that deserves some congratulations, because it's not easy. You put a lot of effort on it. You did it maybe every day, and so you finished. Maybe it's you finished so fast. Someone said, I don't know who, but someone said that maybe I think that it you would spend 3 months, at least 3 months, more or less 3 months, to finish your Duolingo tree. Other people called finish Duolingo when they reach the 25 level. So on 25 level, you still continue to get points, but will not change, your level will not change anymore. So it's a goal of many people. So many Duolingo users achieved, it has the goal to achieve the 25 level. But in what to do after that, what to do when you finish Duolingo. In the first case, when you finish your Duolingo tree, it doesn't mean that you know all the words, the vocabulary, and and aspects, we can say, of the grammar that Duolingo tried to teach you. So it's not because you finish your Duolingo tree that you're gonna stop to study on Duolingo. Because sometimes, yeah, sometimes you finish your Duolingo tree and you achieve the 25 level, but many times people are so hurry and they rush to finish, to end the tree, that they don't get, they still don't know what to say about it. So it's not ideal. And if you finished your tree, you must keep on it, you must keep studying. I think that the only way you need to stop studying Duolingo, it's when you realize that you're not learning anymore. You know all of the words, all the phrases, the sentence that Duolingo tried to teach you, that Duolingo taught you, but so there's nothing more to know. So you must keep on going, but studying in other thing. So what to do after that? I think the first thing you could do, it's what I'm doing now. It's just because I go to record some video, go to talk on YouTube if you don't have any more to speak with, and it's a good idea, because sometimes we understand very well. We can read it also, we more or less very well, but to speak in English or speak in another language, it's not easy. So you finished your Arabic, but in Duolingo you know a lot of sentences that Duolingo tried to teach you, and you can read it, you can write it, that, but I'm not sure if you can really speak in a natural, in a natural sound and a natural way, like not like a native, but a little bit that can at least be possible to speak with one. Uh, uh, Speaking another language, it's not easy. It was never easy, and I don't think it will be. So first thing after you finish your Duolingo, it's to maybe start to speak. You don't know how to make a video, you don't want to make it, so you just can record your voice on your computer. Just start every day to record 5 minutes on that. You speak about a subject or just speak it freely. You don't need a subject to speak. You don't need any control about it, but it's a great idea to start to speak, because I can tell you it's hard, it's difficult at the beginning, as I'm feeling, realize, experience now. Another thing you can do, it's a fine thing you can do, it's listen a lot. You must listen English a lot, but not listen sentence like Duolingo do, but listen a conversation, maybe a speech. In this case, I think that TED Talks, it's a really amazing research. You can find it on YouTube, and you can find it also on site, TED Talk site. And you have a lot of TED Talks. You'll have a lot of TED Talks in English, but we have some TED Talks in French and another language. It's just a question of researching, and you Google it and you'll find. Other thing you can do, it's just maybe it's write a blog. Just start a blog on some kind of things you like to write on. Maybe you like cars, you're gonna start a blog talking about cars, but you're gonna start a blog talking about cars in the language, in the target language you are learning, and the target language you really want to master. I think that this is the idea. And I like movies so much. So you can find a lot of movies online. You can find a lot of movies on YouTube. So you also need to start watching movies without subtitles. Doesn't matter. Maybe you don't need to finish your Duolingo to start watching movies without subtitles, because when you're watching movies, you see people speaking in a natural voice, in a natural manner, so in natural conditions. It's a great idea. Sometimes you don't understand, you just understand a little, very few words, but it's amazing. Even if you don't know the language, the minimum of the language, you will be possible to learn it, to understand the movie. I have started watching Swedish movies. I don't think that I know more than 10 words in Swedish, but I'm still comprehending something. I know what the movie is about, and it's amazing. So it's some kinds of things, some activities you must do, you need to do. Another kind of thing, it's read a lot. Read, it's amazing. In read, it's a kind of thing that puts you in immersion. Reading, it's a really immersion. So maybe you could use the Redlang science. So Redlang science, it's very good, because it's also read online, but it records the words you don't know, the words you search for the meaning. So Redlang has a lot of online, has a built-in online. This is a built-in dictionary. So when you face a word that you don't know the meaning while reading, you are reading while reading, you just click on it, and it's not only give you the meaning, but it'll also save the words like a flashcard, so you can later get some review about it. You can study the words you didn't know. It's a great thing. What to do after finishing Duolingo? It's sum up, just keep learning, just keep studying and practice, because language, it's not something that we just study and put apart. Language, it's a kind of thing that French said, savoir faire. You must know how to do it. So I studied. It doesn't make any sense that said I'm studying some language, or I've studied some language, but I don't know how to speak it. I don't know how to read it. The language is a kind of thing that you must do. So if you know some language, if you know any language, know a language, it's supposed you to speak at least at minimum conditions. Thank you very much for watching this video, and keep studying.